Hey guys, welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today we're going to talk about the best weapons for Baal, as well as the artifacts. Now obviously the best in slot weapon for Baal of course is going to be the one from the banner, the 5-star weapon from the banner. That's because MiHoYo wants you to spend money on this. So of course that her best in slot weapon is going to be this one. Uh, Now, why is that? Well, that's because this weapon is going to provide her with energy recharge aside from being a 5-star weapon, which already provides her with high stats. Now, that being said, aside from the obvious choice, if you don't want to spend money on that, and or if you are low on primos, or you just want to get the character, here's what you can do. So first, we're gonna talk about the artifacts. So the artifacts Baal is gonna use, the best in slot artifact set for her is gonna be this one. So this is the one of the, you get this from one of the 2 domains in Azuma. And the reason why this artifact set is so good is because Baal is a support versus DPS. You can use it as a full support or as both or as a full sub DPS. So what she's gonna do is she is going to use her E. She is going to allow you to trigger elemental reactions that have electro, so you can use it with pyro, or you can use it with hydro if you want to create constant damage over time. She's gonna be a very good elemental reaction helper in that regard. And then she's going to be a burst DPS because the way it works is that when she uses her elemental burst, she is going not only to work as a shield battery for your other units, but she's also going to become a very viable DPS. So what you want is as much energy recharge and Baal as possible. You want that because when she uses her elemental burst, all that energy recharge that she has is immediately converted into additional damage. So that's why this artifact set is so good for her. It provides her with 20% additional energy recharge, plus when she uses her elemental burst, her damage is increased by 25%. Now this is additional to the buff that she gets from energy recharge. So this is ideal for Baal. This artifact set is ideal for Baal. I currently have it on the Electro Traveler because it's also good for him, and I'm actually using it on him. I have my art so that I can just swap later on. But yeah, this is what you want. Now about the stats, of course, well, this is self-explanatory. You're gonna have HP on the flower. About the plum is always gonna be attack. But for the Sands of Eon, you want energy recharge. This is better than attack percent because Baal is going to for Baal the energy recharge attack percent is much more important than just attack. So you want energy recharge on your Sands because this is going to scale her E and it's going to scale her elemental burst. And she pretty much, like, you want as much energy recharge as possible. Now on her goblet, you could go energy recharge, but this game has diminishing returns, so I actually recommend electro damage bonus. And about this, well, she scales with crit damage apparently. So what you want is crit rate. There's a rumor out there, all right, that she scales with energy recharge. Really doesn't matter because I didn't sign any contract with MiHoYo. I was not a beta tester, but there's a rumor out there. You can check it for yourself that says that she is going to scale with crit damage. So you want a crit rate hat on her. All right, about the weapons now. All right, so for the weapons, there's a lot of options, but of course, there is a new 4-star option that's coming out. It's going to be a free-to-play weapon. But aside from that, what else do we have? Well, if you don't want to spend money on the banner, which is going to be the best in slot weapon, there's also this weapon. Now, a lot of people will not recommend this because it has elemental mastery, and you know that Electro is not a very and it's not in a good position. It's not in a good spot right now when it comes to elemental reactions. But still, you can do that. The cool thing about this weapon is that it has a very decent attack for a 5-star weapon. Sorry, for a 4-star weapon. And you can get this to refine 5 for free if you have enough prototypes. But the cool thing is the elemental skill damage increase. Elemental skill damage. So this is going to, if you get to this to R5, and what you are interested is in using Baal's E as a support, this would be a decent choice. Not the best, because it has elemental mastery, but it would be interesting if what you want to use Baal for is just a elemental reaction support unit, and you want to specialize on her E damage. This is a good. It also fits her aesthetic. So now, if you don't want to spend any money, but you have this already, which if you have been playing Genshin Impact since the beginning, you probably have this weapon. A lot of people have it. I mean, this was probably one of the first weapons I ever got. But if you don't, well, don't mind it. But if you do, this is a very, very good choice for Baal. Not only because it is one of the two, it has one of the, this and the Primordial Jade Winged Spear have the highest based attack for a polearm in the entire game so far. So this too. But this is especially good for Baal because this scales with energy recharge. Now this provides crit rate, which is also good. But Baal is not a main DPS. I mean, you can use any unit as a main DPS if you want to, but it's not optimal. So if you want to be more optimal, this would be better because it provides energy recharge, and also it would provide additional crit rate. This provides crit rate, but this will provide energy recharge and crit rate, which is more valuable, and also attack speed, which is great because she's going to be a burst DPS. So what you want is you want to use her E while you want to use her Q while her elemental burst is active. You want to pop up Baal, do as much damage as possible, as many hits as possible while her elemental burst is up, and then you want to switch to something else. She's going to be very similar in this regard to Hu Tao, because Hu Tao is also a burst DPS. She deals a lot of damage, and then you have to wait until the cooldown is reset. Baal is going to be in a similar way because she's going to have a cooldown, so she's not always going to be able to deal that big amount of damage. So this is a good weapon for her. It really doesn't fit her aesthetic at all. It actually feels, it is a anemo-based weapon, but it is a good choice. So if you have this weapon, feel free to use it on her. It's a solid choice. Now about this Crescent Pike, not really that good because Baal is supposed to deal damage while she's using her E, and in that case her damage becomes electro damage, and this provides a physical bonus, so that's not very good. Elemental Mastery, and this increases Hydro and Pyro damage, so it's also not a very good option for Baal. This provides energy recharge. It could be a decent option for Baal, but I mean, it's still a 4-star weapon, and we're gonna actually get a better option for free, which is the catch. So it would be better if you do that than instead of this. Now, if you miss the event, then yeah, I assume you could do that. But if you are going to be playing as Baal, and you get Baal, you get the event weapon, which there's like no reason you shouldn't because it's free, then yeah, that would be a better choice than this. Now we have the Battle Pass weapon, which is a decent weapon. It's not bad. It's a decent weapon. It's nowhere near the best in slot weapon, but it's decent because it has the crit rate and it has this decent stats. Now these are not the best stats, but the crit rate alone it's decent. Actually, the crit this provides is higher than the Primordial Jade Winged Spear. You can see this is level 90, provides 22%. This is a level 70, it already provides 30%. So this provides an insane amount of crit rate. But anyway, over here we have the Vortex Vanquisher. This one, I mean, if you pair it with Zhongli, it could work. It could be good because it increases shield strength. So if we're using Zhongli and Baal on the same team, this would help you out, but it also increases attack. But again, for Baal, energy recharge is more important than attack percent because you will get more benefit from raw energy recharge than from attack percent. So yeah guys, that's it for now. I hope you liked the video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to ask, and I'm gonna be doing a test on Baal as soon as she comes out. I have a lot of resin saved up because I want to get her to level 90 as soon as possible. Now obviously I'm gonna have to wait a little bit because I'm gonna have to wait for the materials to respawn, but as soon as that is covered, I will make a video on Baal showcasing damage and other mechanics. Alright guys, so that's it for today, and until next time.